Guruji, why should we do Sri Vidya Sadhana during Shravan Navaratri?
Fantastic question. To understand this, you have to understand human mind fundamentally tries to absorb information from the surroundings and tries to be proud of its own perception. Every human being has this fundamental quality. He looks at around and finds what he has done good or what he has done not so good, and either tries to be proud of it or be unhappy about it. This is the fundamental quality. So, example, if you see pandemic, though it has affected you or not affected you, though you have got this corona or you have not, irrespective, when people around are suffering, you feel a sense of gloom. You feel a sense of lowness. Yes or no? So if you understand, we have this, whatever we do, we either feel proud of it or we do, then we feel proud of it if it is good. And if it is bad, we feel dissatisfied about it, bad about it. And if surroundings are not good, then also we feel bad about it. And if surroundings are good, then we will feel good about it. This human nature to associate with his own good, fundamentally with his own good, is called as ahankara. Man either is proud of himself or is feeling bad about himself, and this fundamental feeling of association with his actions and surroundings is the ahankara, and this ahankara will mask the person. The surroundings, if everybody is crying, you will also cry. If everybody is happy, you will also be happy. Tend to be happy. There is a possibility. If you are understanding, that's called the power of association. So if you have done anything good and you look at it and you feel so proud about it. You feel so proud about it. Example, you bought a car, an expensive car. You will be proud of that car. And slowly that car becomes your pride and that car becomes more important to you, and anything happens to that car, you will get agitated or desperate about it, or you will be more excited. If you see, yours is becoming your pride, thereby reducing you to a second position. And so what happens? Yours will dominate you, and yours will dictate how you should function. Your possessions slowly start deciding your mood and your ability to function in life. Yes or no? Your situations slowly start deciding and dictating terms on how you have to behave and react in life. So your positions, your own possessions decide and dictate your mood and your reactions and your abilities in life. They attract this Shadurma, or the 6 qualities of Sukha, Dukkha, Raga, Dvesha and all, and they dictate the terms of your mental disposition, and thereby you will not be able to function to your own best. If you understand this fundamental framework, you are always affected by your situation or what you have done. Your past becomes your dictating factor for your present. That is the reason why even cricketers, they say, if the better cricketer you are and the bigger the match is, they say you are under pressure. You are under pressure to perform. But all the while they practiced hitting the ball with the bat. It is almost, you understand, they all through their life practiced hitting the ball with their bat with a certain amount of technique. Now, if you see, the bigger the game, though the hitting the ball with the bat and the process and the technique is the same, for a smaller match there is lesser pressure, and for an important match there is a higher pressure. And that pressure dictates the mental disposition, and that mental disposition decreases the capability and increases the mental clutter, thereby affecting the performance. So in your life also, during this pandemic or during any time when you have this kind of a mental pressure, it is very important that you go to the deep roots and not give importance to yours, the possessions, and give more importance to you. When you bring out the infinite amount of capability and potential deep within you, you are a success. When you give in to all the excuses of the surroundings, all the pressures of the surroundings, or all the limitations set by your own atmosphere, then you are a failure. No matter what, if you stick on to your own capability and focus on your own capability, you are a success. So, ancient Sanatana Maharshis have decided that for a man is a biomagnet and he needs to continuously charge his mind with the infinite capability. Indriyani paranyahu, indriyebhya param manaha, manasastu parabuddhi, yo buddhe parasastu saha. Your body is lesser powerful and your sense organs are better. More than your sense organs, your mind is better. And more than your mind, your buddhi is better. And more than your buddhi, saha, that infinite capability within you is better. And time and again, you need to charge yourself with that infinite capability. Now, to charge yourself and to connect your mind to your own self is that charging with that infinite capability. To do this, Maharshis have identified 4 important times, and those are called as Navaratris. Am I clear with you? In this, the Maharshis have specifically mentioned, not just, they said, for every day, we are all in a circadian rhythm, in an ultradian rhythm, and an infradian rhythm. We have this rhythm, biorhythms happening. Medical science accepts it. So they say, that is the reason why they say, every day when you wake up at the Brahma Muhurta time, around 4:30, when you wake up, and that point in time, it is very easy for the mind to be stabilized. So in this Navaratris, they say, this Sharad, this Ashwini, the Ashviyuja, Padyami to Navami, this is the perfect time, and this is like the morning Brahma Muhurta time to the earth, to the nature, because we have 6 seasons, and based on these seasons, the best time for a human system which is designed in accordance with the universe, because we are in complete alignment with the universe. That is the reason why the universe ecology or the entire system is connected to us. So as in a day, it is very advisable to meditate on the Brahma Muhurta. So is a person very advisable to meditate during this beginning of this autumn, the Sharad Rutu, which is falling in the Ashviyuja Masa, the Padyami to the Navami. These days are very, very important, so that you can absorb infinite amount of this your own excellence radiating to your mind. And they say, see, as I said, man has a habit of associating with the surroundings and being influenced by the surroundings. But all your surroundings are only influencing you, but you are the one who is perceiving the influences. If you stop getting influenced by your own surroundings, and if you are only influenced by your own capability, see, that is the reason why they say Mr. Dependable, or they say, or the great players, whoever, if you see any great player, Ronaldo or Messi, or if you see anybody, during the peak or during the high pressure situations, they perform well. Why? Because they are the people, they are not focused on the game or the importance of the game or the situation of the game. They are focused on their own capability. They play it always as themselves. And that is the reason why they always outperform. They always do the best. In your life also, you are not supposed to be influenced by your surroundings. You are supposed to influence your surroundings. That is the leadership. And that ability of that infinite existential intelligence within you to influence is called as this Sharada. This Sharan Navaratri, this Sharada Navaratri is that specific importance. So this is the time you actually can easily absorb and experience your own potential and go forward in your life to do a better. Now this is time. There is also some concept called space. We are all affected by time and space. Time and space makes the three-dimensional format that we are living in. So space. If you see, if you understand India as a whole, generally if it is very cold in the north, in the south it will begin to get cold. If it is heavily raining in the north, then the south, if it is heavily raining in the south, it will start raining in the north. In the same fashion, the seasons are not actually symmetrical. But during this Ashwija Masa, this Ashwini month, during this time, this Sharada Navaratri, that falls from this October 17th, 2020 to the 25th, this period in time, I advise you to do Srividya, because this also, if you see, the general temperature and the atmosphere in the entire country does not deviate more than 5 to 10 degrees. It is almost this period in time, this desha also, the space also is in equanimity, almost in equanimity. This is the best time confluence, time and space confluence, where this entire nature around you is having least amount of resistance to help you unravel your own infinite potential. That is the reason why the ancient Maharshis said, you miss all the other 3 Navaratris also. This Navaratri, not only the 2 reasons that I have mentioned, there are so many reasons. Like this falls in the Chaturmasya. And this is the most important. There are many reasons to it, and these are the 3 reasons: the Chaturmasya, the time factor, and the space factor, and the Sharada factor, the 4 factors that I have explained. All these together are the perfect time for a human being to enhance his capability in life, to enhance the mental algorithm, the buddhi in his life, and function according to his capability, according to his innate divine nature of infinite capability. And that is the reason why I insist, not just I insist, you should not misunderstand that I am insisting. You must understand the importance and the pertinence of this divine time. And this time itself is insisting and calling on you to meditate and do Srividya on this Sharan Navaratri, the Sharada Navaratri, or this important time of the Ashwini Navaratri, Ashwija Masa Navaratri. You have to do this so that you experience your potential in an infinite way, so that you are not influenced by your surroundings. You influence your surroundings to emerge as the leader, to create that Vinayana, to create that humbleness. To create that humbleness is not about trying to bend your head to anything. That again, that's a different concept altogether, which I will, when you ask, I will explain. But you have to understand this. Humbleness is not about trying to say yes sir to everybody. Humbleness is trying to absorb what is right and stand strong on the right. So to allow that kind of infinite potential to be expressed out of you, this is the best time. And I am very, very sure you will make very good use of this time. This people who are not acquainted with the Hindu calendar, this October 2020, 17th to this 25th also. So you use this time in doing this Sri Vidya Sadhana to enhance and accentuate your own capability and potential in life. Be blessed. Jai Gurudatta. Jai Gurudatta. Jai Jai Gurudatta.